Hello, Gemini, and welcome to my channel, Ragean's Intuitive Tarot. I hope you are doing very well out there. Anything you need to know about my channel is listed in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out. And Gemini, I believe something has shifted. I feel like it was a timeline shift. And it all has to do with where our focus is put. I really believe that this coverage of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, because it's everywhere, is a kind of a distraction. It's that magic trick where we distract and then we switch, or we do something in the background that they didn't see or know about. And one of the messages I was getting about shifting timelines, it has a lot to do with where you are putting your attention. So, I feel like for so long, the media and the elites have been able to have the power that they have because they were in control of where our intention was going. But now so many people are starting to wake up. They're starting to break free of that. And, I know I'm contributing in a sense by even talking about it, but if you don't put your focus and attention on where they want you to, and you keep your focus and intention on yourself and where your goals and where it is that you're going, that's how we shift timelines. That's how we shift the reality. So Gemini, let's just see how this shift is playing out for you. First of all, we have here, what did you want to be when you grew up? And that is a very powerful message because I have been getting this for so long now that this is the time, if any, to go after your dreams, to do what it is that you've always wanted to do. And Spirit is telling you to stop procrastinating. Get moving, get doing it. We have allowance here. And allowance is about understanding that everybody here is here for a reason. Everybody has a path to walk. And none of us understand what that path is for usually ourselves or anybody else. So we need to develop a level of allowance to allow other people to walk their path, and to allow ourselves to walk our path. We have here, consider the source. So if you receive any information, Gemini, please consider the source of where this information is coming from before you buy into it, before you make it a part of your reality. And you also have here, Gemini, surrender. And that is another big message from Spirit is, okay, everybody is going to be going through this awakening process. I've said this many times. We're all going to do it at different times, different stages, different intensities, different lengths of time. And really, we just need to completely surrender to the process. And if you've already done the shadow work, if you've already cleared up and healed your past wounds, all of your limitations, and if you are now ready to receive your blessings, you also need to surrender and let go of control and sit back and open up and allow those blessings to come in. So Gemini, let's see what else we can get here. We have card Valerian. This is Valerian card 71. 7 and 1 adds up to an 8. And this one is about readiness. Je suis prêt. I am ready. You are ready to act. When something is meant for you, it will flow to you with ease. You just have to grab on. We have another 8 card. This card is the Dahlia. And this card is about deception. So this card is speaking of sabotage, whether it is self-sabotage or sabotage from outside sources. Maintain mental and emotional balance and keep things in their proper perspective. Take it slow and easy. You have the Clematis, and this is card 10, and this is definitely an indication that some sort of a cycle or something is coming to an end. And again, you need to allow it to come to an end. You need to surrender to the process. You need to be aware of any deceptions around you to maintain emotional balance so that you respond to whatever situation instead of reacting in any preconditioned manner. But the Clematis borage represents the courage to make decisions. Clematis is the courage to tap into our spiritual skills and talents. It is the willingness to tune into your intuition and let it be your guide. Emotional intelligence and knowing. So again, like I said, everybody is going to be going through some sort of spiritual awakening, some sort of spiritual process. And, you know, what you wanted to be or do when you were a child is a slight indication of where you're meant to go in this world or what you're meant to do. So, we have different schools. You know, life is a big school, and we have different schools that we are here to learn, okay? And I myself, it's kind of funny because this finger, the one that I tattooed, this fingerprint is the one that tells basically kind of like the school that I'm here to learn about, my purpose, my life purpose. So my life purpose is, or my school is love, and my purpose in that school is to, you know, once you become a master, then you become a teacher. So I'm here to teach you all how to love. And I don't know where I was going with that. Spirit, where was I supposed to be going with that? Oh, yes. And my husband, actually, he's here to learn from three different schools. The school of service, the school of peace, and the school of love. So, and I can't off the top of my head remember what all of the schools are, but what you wanted to do as a child, like for myself, I wanted to be a teacher or a doctor or a nurse. So definitely there, you know, that takes a lot of love and compassion to do both of those jobs. But definitely it doesn't have to follow a specific linear line. Like there's different ways to be a teacher. You don't have to just be a teacher in a classroom in a school. There's different ways to be a healer or a doctor or a nurse, whatever. You know, there's options. So, think back to what it was that you wanted to do as a child, okay? And think, what category does that fall into? Does that fall into service to others? Does that fall into finding peace? Does that fall into teaching others? All of these little things can help us get onto our path and our purpose. And that's the whole point of what's going on in the earth right now, is to wake us all up to remembering who we are and why we are here. So you have here, Gemini, palm fronds. And this is card 7, and this is card of success. Reevaluation and passionate decisions. When you let go of the reins of fear and doubt and worry and grab hold of the reins of your emotions and choose happiness, joy, and love, you will find success. Let go of your need to control everything and step into the flow of the universe. Let it be your guide to balance and harmony. That's a beautiful message. And at the bottom we have the anemone, card 65. Low expectations, being forsaken, hitting rock bottom, and the opinions of friends and family will not provide you with the answers you need. You are in need of a spiritual transformation. This kind of suffering brings compassion, humility, empathy, and deliverance. So again, it looks to me like you're going to be going through some sort of spiritual awakening, spiritual process. This could involve some shadow work. And shadow work is simply just looking at your fears, your doubts, your worries, and letting go of the need to control and, the biggest thing is, one of the big messages that I had with all of the life coaching and healing courses that I have done is there are people who are uncoachable. There are people who don't want to heal. So Gemini, when this process arises, you do have a choice. You can go on this spiritual journey, and you can decide not to. But if you decide not to, you're going to repeat a lot of the same things. So definitely, the Queen of Swords is often referred to as the widow card. And of course, if you are to lose a spouse, that's a devastating experience. And that is something that definitely pushes you into a spiritual awakening, because you definitely go back and look over your life. You constantly think about the things that you could have done differently, what have you. But you end up coming to a realization that life is short and that you are no longer willing to waste any time on anything that doesn't serve you, fulfill you. You're going to be stepping more into your authentic power and moving towards your path of desire. Again, what did you want to be when you grew up? This is where Spirit wants you to remember and to move towards. You have the 3 of Wands here, which is telling you that your ships are coming in. So you really have no need to worry or fear or doubt anything. So you just, these fears, doubts, worries, they're the only thing that can be blocking you or stopping you right now. Again, remember, manifestation goes where intention flows. So if you're putting all of your focus onto the lack of, you're going to continue to get a lack of. We have the King of Wands here. I always think of the King of Wands as like Steve Irwin energy, very passionate, very driven. He could be somebody who's, a lot of people are watching him. There's a lot of eyes on him. He's kind of, again, he's very passionate. He could be very, he goes after what it is that he wants. Okay? He's kind of like in full control. And the King of Wands, it shows the salamander here. And the salamander is like the only creature that can like live through a fire in a sense. So, this is definitely overcoming situations, overcoming limitations. And we have at the bottom of the deck here, the overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. So you definitely are coming up to an opportunity here to change a situation, to turn things around. But you do have free will. You can choose to keep repeating a cycle, or you can choose to put in the effort, to put in the work, to stop procrastinating, to surrender to the universe, and to go within and look at your own limitations and then blast the shit out of them. Let them go. Move on from them. Stop letting them hold you back from all of the potential that is within you. So, great message, Gemini. I really hope that helps you on your journey. I thank you so much for tuning in and being here. And until then, I will catch you next time.